dominance up.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Thought this middle of the
2 out, nobody on. Standing in, Freddie Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the throw by Yount is in time, and that's the first out.
Up next for the National League, left fielder.
So here's Matt Kemp now. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Now a swing by Kemp and a bouncing ball to short. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home court.
The catcher, number 40.
So now with 2 out and the bases empty, it's Wilson Contreras. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Murray is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On to the top of inning number 5. Chopped in front of home plate. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
The 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Harper. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Next up is the Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. On the ground to second for Baez. Fielded cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. Home half of the 5th coming up. The NL leads this one 3-0.
Leading off for the National
Here's the
League,
shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford.
This is pulled into right. Jackson is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Second baseman.
Here's Javier Baez.
Javier Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. And this is taken in for the second out. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run and it lasted.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Leading off the inning, Ryan Sandberg, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The catcher.
Stepping into the box, Gary Carter, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Gary Carter sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Nolan Arenado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Nolan Arenado.
Ground ball left side. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 34.
Now at the plate, Bryce Harper, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. And gone up into the second deck. Solo home run off the bat of 11 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. And that's by him. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 coming. Oh, and that ball's absolutely... It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. And the NL opens up a 5-0 lead. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happened.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Rice. And that's the 3rd out. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. Into the box now, Robin Yount. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Now in the box, Reggie Jackson. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. The 1-2. Fouled away. Hard hit ball to second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw is in time to get Reggie, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Into the box now, Mike Schmidt. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Brandon Crawford.
High and deep to right center. Jackson going back on it to the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. The relay, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. So stepping in, Javier Baez. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Pickoff move to second, and late reactions, and they got him. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. A potentially big 2-out hit as it brings up Nolan Arenado next.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Schmidt is there for it. And that retires the side. NL leaves 1. Digging in once again, Eddie Murray. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. Contreras gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Murray retired, and there's 1 away. Stepping up now, George Brett. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Jim Rice is on deck. Pulled toward right center field. Harper has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting,
Ready once again, Jim Rice. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fastball in there for a called strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And he struck him out, so he's now through 8 full innings. Here's Bryce Harper now.
Leading off for
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reggie is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
the batter, number 44, designated hitter, Paul.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Paul Goldschmidt. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Dykstra is there, 2 gone.
First baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Sandberg. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. A ball and a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Now the 1-2 pitch. Drilled to the right side. Baez is able to get there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Striding into the box, Gary Carter, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Lifted down the line in left. Oh, and he misses it. The 0-1. A swinging bunt to the mound. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Lenny Dykstra the next to bat. He is the last man to stand in the way of possible history here this afternoon. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Strike 3 called, and it's over. A no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about.
Turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Max Scherzer. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
When you basically take a game into your own hands and give your opposition absolutely no chance, you deserve all the credit in the world. His guys had to score for him, but he essentially was a one-man show out there.
For the visitors, no runs on no hits, no errors. They left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.